I like doing experiments, especially chemical experiment. But in school, I do not have enough time to stay in the school lab, and the school lab doesn't allow me to stay in here for the whole day. But in the future anyway, I will be in the lab for my career, maybe for days or weeks or even months. So I'm considering if I can get an opportunity to have an internship in the drug industry. So now that's why I'm here. The drug industry in Harbin, the northeastern city in China. My parents has contacted a drug industry for me. So basically what I've seen here is the lab that the staff member let me in. When I first entered the lab, the set of chemicals intrigued me a lot. I couldn't find enough apparatus in my school, like 100 milliliter measuring flask. But there are so many here. Now, I'm more looking forward to it.
Soon after.
Now, let's begin the experiment. Ibuprofen is a common anti-inflammatory drug that can reduce pain or reduce fever. In Chinese pharmacopoeia, this is one method to measure its concentration. But why do we use ibuprofen?
Yesterday.
Several weeks ago, I have collected some over-duty medicine from my relatives. I plan to use one very common one, ibuprofen, and measure its concentration. Okay, so first thing you need to do to measure the concentration of a solution, you need to measure the solids, right? The mass of the solids. And to measure the mass of the solids, we need a balance. And now let's go to the balance. So the first thing I have to do is to fold the measuring paper. The reason why I do this is what I learned here today. The reason why I fold this paper is because what I measure is powder solid. And to measure the powder, we have to fold the measuring paper in order to let the solids fully and fluently go into the conical flask. To now standardize balance and turn it into zero and put out our drugs. Pour the drugs onto the balance, and we can see the number change. Up to 0.5 gram of solids, we collect the solids into the conical flask. See, this is the result. That's why I use the folded paper. After that, we put the paper back to the balance again and measure it again. We can see there's a difference, which is between the number and zero. This difference is the difference between. So we have finished step 1, which is measuring the mass of the solids. And now step 2, we are going to put the NaOH, which is sodium hydroxide titrant, into the burette. And we are also going to make a solution of our drugs, which is put alcohol into our solids. So today what I've learned is some of the details of titration. So the rest of the experiment is all about middle school titration. The details I've learned, for example, like acid or base titration, they use different burette because the say NaOH, sodium hydroxide, can react with glasses. That means we cannot use glass burette to pour the NaOH solution. So that's one thing I've learned. The second thing is some of the apparatus needs to use the solution to wash before we use it. So that's the things that I didn't learn from the class. So that's what I think which is valuable to come here. To use the apparatus to contact with the experimenters directly. That's what I've learned today. Okay, so we have finished today, so this is day 1 vlog, and what I'm going to do the next day, which is tomorrow, I will start from my data. So today I collect the data, and tomorrow I will process the data, and I will give the result to all of view, and hope the data will be okay. And thanks for watching.